Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and I am not running solo, I am running with Nina. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, MK. We are here with the King's Infernus Cup loser bracket finals. Ascendant representing Europe versus Hokori representing South America, specifically Peru. They've been on such a terror through 2024, but have gotten brought back down to earth just a bit in recent times by GOAT specifically. On Dead Before Dawn specifically as well. We do have a best of two here. I believe it is Dead Before Dawn into Parish. And then the points will be totaled. We will have our winner. Only one team will survive. We're going to have the grand finals after this one. See how it plays out.
It's going to be 1 through 4, so we'll say 8 chapters, barring something wild coming out here. By the way, the second campaign is Parish, for those that don't know. So, Parish 1 through 4, but here we go. Opening attack, Spitter, Smoker, Jockey, Charger. What do you think of those spawns, nah?
I think this is a great hit. We do see an interesting setup by Ascendant as they climb up. All of them climbing up. They now drop down below. No spit damage going to be coming out. A lot of that hit mitigated. Just going to be a couple percentage. Not the typical way you would set up for that safe room hit. Ascendant trying to catch out one up above. Doesn't quite work out. Should have the awning hit, but Hokori making great pace through here so far.
Yeah, and for Hokori, we're going to have Zyko, Shockwave, Yaft, and Grizz. And why don't you take us for Ascendant real quick before this attack goes in, Doll?
For Ascendant, we've got Lion, Innuendo, Krycha, and Frey.
Alright, but we do have the next attack coming up real quick. Will be a tri-cap with the Boomer. Spitter did die last with the Smoker, so neither one will be included in this attack. They're going to try to get the front ones. Jockey first. Charger, unfortunately, didn't get his spawn, and now is just going to run forward and hold on to this. And Lion probably just going to stay forward, maybe take some opportunity if it's given to him. But no, he missed it. That tank is at 82. That is a drop tank. They cannot respawn that.
Yeah, I was going to say our cast last night was 81%. It's going to be 82% here. That 1% mattering quite a lot. Hit is ready to go. It looks like Ascendant wants this. It's not the most ideal of spots, but it should be fine. Smoker starts the engagement with the pull, instantly cleared. But the Charger and Jockey are just hanging out. Jockey actually jumps on the head into the spit, but of course, Nick will be able to run out of that. And the Charger just hanging out, looming over them. And that is another wishy-washy hit out of Ascendant.
Yeah, not much from it, but they still are tallying up some damage from that with that Jockey combo with the spit. I mean, not much though, but 93.9. Let's see, no, they can't get the tank up. Oh, Hunter Scratch comes in. They thought maybe they can get it, but they can't. Oh, it does go to 82, but it doesn't spawn it. I wonder if it's going to be the same on the other side. Are they going to try to go close to the fire and spawn it, maybe? Nope, Grizz is calling it out that, nope, you got to take the drop. So we'll see what happens on the other side now, but it looks like we're going to take it on a drop. They do not have a spitter again, and this Charger has been alive for 3 attacks. Just saying.
Yeah. Also, by playing around the helicopter so much, they did give time for the Jockey to come up in the hands of Frey. It's going to be the 2-2. Actually, the 3-1. No Hunter. They do eventually walk up the stairwell. Ascendant taking their time on this hit. This is the last hit they'll get before the tank comes in. No need to rush it. Looks like they want to wait for the drop down, MK.
Yeah, definitely. Even without the spitter, I'm surprised. I thought maybe they would throw something away to see if they can force some movement, but they're really patient with this. Looks like they're completely... You know what? No? No, okay, he's not. Thought the Boomer would have been the tank. That would have been great, but it's going to be the Jockey. They're going to go in. The Boomer's going to... Nice boom, no. I don't know if they're going to get this tank up now. It wouldn't be good. And now they're going to wait. Lion and Kryja choose not to go. This is interesting.
And the Charger's still alive.
4 attacks now. Lion had this Charger. He's bound to do something with it. I believe in him. Here goes first tank of the game now. It will be Ascendant's Frey in the control of their first tank. What can he do? But more so, I want to see what Lion's going to do with this Charger.
Definitely. We do have the Smoker Jockey Charger. We got no temp health or anything like that. I think it'll just be the full Ascend. We've got Hokori stationed up, ready for a good amount of chip, but it will be the eventual corner in this kind of closed off area that Hokori will eventually get backed into. There goes the spray. Tons of damage. 2K is out with the smoke catch onto Grizz, and look at that, not quite able to keep him on the other side. And the spawns will come in. Charger hopping around. The movement from Grizz, very aware with his placement there. Down goes the app. They will be able to finish off Frey, and it will just be the single in cap as well as one pill pop out of Grizz.
Yeah, pretty standard tank fight, I would say. They were at, actually, no, I think that might be a little bit better now. Remember, they were at perfect bonus on the tank commit, 90.9 exactly, and they get it down to 61. Actually, 50. After they find an extra set of pills. Never mind, it goes back up with the pass of the pills and try to give a proper evaluation. At almost 30%. No, I think it's 28 about they got from the tank.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess it's a little bit above average, I would say. I guess that would be my call.
Reload.
Yeah, I mean, the hits have left a lot to be desired from Ascendant so far, so they'll be happy to take the 30%. But they've got some work left to do. And this alleyway or walkway hit is not really doing the job. They will be, Grizz does get boomed, but they get to just walk it back into this safe area as we wait for the next couple of hits through here. 532 bonus on Hokori. As they walk it into this area, we'll see how much they can emerge still holding on to.
Charger, Hunter, Smoker, they got good spawn. How are they? They're not protecting the spawn in that room very well. The Charger goes back. Oh, he stumbles the Survivor in the back and gets some damage. A little unorthodox way to get it, but not much at all. But is Hokori going to push the issue to the safe room? But it looks like they're just going to sit back and make it safely now. And not get caught out there, it seems.
I think it's a great decision. They just need to chill for the time being. They don't need any heroics. So we do have the 2-2 Jockey Hunter. Should be very difficult to find damage. Going to be relying on the Ricochet. Hunter immediately gets heated. I mean, literally milliseconds after it begins into the tunnel, it's already dead. And with that, Hokori will be pressing on into the safe room.
Yaft is slow, so they're going to be able to throw everything down the tunnel.
Right.
Last time we seen this, they did some damage. The question is it going to do it this time? They need a spitter, though, to make it happen, and they're not going to have it. It's going to be a quad. Oh, they get a little gun happy. Here they come. Hunter goes toward... Oh, he gets someone... Oh, this is going to get damage? No. That's not bad. They get it almost to 50%. I think that's pretty decent.
Yeah, they got about 50 damage at that area, which was worth about 25 more than their previous 2 hits combined, so they will definitely take that. I mean, it's still a solid round for Hokori, 848 points. They'll definitely be pleased with that as well, but Ascendant finding the damage where they could manage.
And that's one map in, and a good job by Hokori, solidifying a little bit plus on the 50% bonus side, plus 48 points. And now it's going to be Ascendant having to go with their Survivor side. I'm going to be interested to see what happens with the tank. Because I wonder if it's going to spawn for them on the other side of the helicopter. I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to, but sometimes that can happen. And I wonder what the call will be. If it occurs, Smoker pulled down. Charger misses the cover. Kryja is getting destroyed. Charger is fisting. And what did we just witness? This damage.
That hit was worth about 3 or 4 of Ascendant's hits on their side. So quite a way to start off Hokori's SI side. Very, very strong hit, spreading the damage, not just onto Kryja, but also on Frey. Actually, more damage coming onto Frey, which is just astounding to me. We do have this overpass hit potential, 2-2, Jockey Hunter. Ascendant does slow down the tempo. Jockey's just going to be hopping in. Hunter after, and they do sack into the quad with that one. Not finding too much damage, but they do find the boom on the tail end.
Yeah, pretty clean from Ascendant there, but I think it was more so, just like you said, I think it was just a quad attempt from Hokori. I don't think they really banked on much coming from it. And that will lower their damage average quite a bit from that 14% opening hit down to just 7% now average per hit. But they still have some more before tank. And with a quad incoming, with a couple comments, looks like they want to get this kind of quick out there, but no, everybody is ready. They're going to send it now. There's a smoker pole. They land a tri-cap almost. No. Man, that's still a lot of damage coming out. Well, Shockwave is going to hold on to the charger, just like Lion did on the other side. The question is, how long?
And this is something that I was wondering about, you know, with the tank being so late, if Ascendant got a lot more softened up than Hokori did, which is what's happened so far, and they've still got the inside hit as well, or the drop down, wherever they want to catch this in. This could be a really solid tank for Hokori. The damage has been done. Got another shot here with the spit inside the area. They're desperately trying to bring in that tank. Hopping up. Not going to be able to find it. Wow. Look at Ascendant. Trying everything they can. Eventually they will give up. 2-2 inside this house. Wow. Aggressive charge. Smack into the wall with the spit. Smoke pull through. Keeping them in the spit. It's going to be massive, massive, massive amounts of damage.
Yeah, Ascendant, Rochelle, and Nick just big damage. I don't even know what to say. You said massive. I just didn't want to say the same thing. But it is massive damage. They down Frey to pick him up. Now, this is going to be the target for the tank for sure. This is all DB that's now open. They're going in quickly with spawns. Charger from the front, Jockey from the back. Hunter spit is successful. Jockey, Charger lands too! And Ascendant is just taking so much damage. And they have lost the round and not even gotten to the tank yet. No.
Yeah, this has been so unfortunate. I mean, it's just been like night and day. Not only have the clears not come out like they did for Hokori, but also the sack order from Hokori has been pristine. They have gotten solid hit after solid hit. There was that questionable 2-2 sack, but it turned into that quad. And kind of besides that sequence, they've just got nothing but damage. They do land a 1 boom on the backline. Just going to be the sack. And we're going to see Hokori's Shockwave bring in the second tank of the match here shortly.
Just chucking a couple of rocks. Hunter going to go in. Maybe they try to go for some damage here. I'd be surprised, but I wouldn't put nothing past Hokori with what they like to do with their special infected.
Right.
There's a reason they've won so many tournaments recently, no? And it's because they seem to know what everybody else is thinking. And he is in. I think I took the last one, no. This one should be yours.
Okay, we've got the tank just walking it in. He's already half health, missing a hit onto Ellis. The SIs are taking their time. They don't need a ton of help on this tank. 1K, they line up on the hits, but this is going to be still a ton of damage. A slow get up onto Ellis. He's still got 800 HP with 2 downs. Land some smacks onto Krycha as well. Just going to be one final smack. But look, the bonus has been completely ripped through. We'll see what it's at once they get up, but you see, it's only going to be 59, so at minimum, this will be about a 400-point loss for Ascendant. It could be even worse than that, but thankfully for Ascendant, they have made it a pretty good far way through this chapter so far.
Yeah, thank you, Adam, for the raid, my friend. I appreciate it. Hope your gaming was good, but they're going to send in this 2-2 very quickly. Hunter's dead, Jockey's dead, Spitter is dead. Boomer dies off into the quad sack with a quad boom. Royal flush for the UK players out there. Just throwing a little reference in for them back in the day, but they should be able to get this started now and probably get close to being inside that tunnel. I don't know. It's going to be close.
Yeah, and this is such a rough event for Ascendant because they're just going to bleed out the whole time while they're in here. So we already see the spawns ready to go. It's actually a quad. They already get the spawns in before they can walk it in. Smoke full, charge to connect, but they will be quick clears. Still landing the double with the Jockey Hunter, and the follow-up on Smoker, no, but still, they are out of bonus. 2 players down. Insane plays out of Hokori, locking it down, making sure that Ascendant gets no bonus at all for this round.
Yeah, you're right. They got no bonus. Now it's just a distance game, and they got a Survivor Black and White. Kryja crawling at 1 HP. I wouldn't be surprised if they just leave Kryja alone. So they can definitely get another hit, but Kryja's down. Everything is thrown back there, and there's no points to be lost now, so they should be all right.
Yeah, well, there is still the 25 distance that they have to make. They should be able to limp across the finish line. Down goes Frey. We're going to see, look at all the Horde. We've also got the spawns ready to go, and it's another quad. Rebounding through, immediately landing Hunt, Smoke, Jockey in the side room. Charge follow-up. Down goes Krycha once again.
I'm going to get you on your feet.
And I think everybody is now black and white now.
Wow.
And this is a prime example why zone mod is amazing. Because if there wasn't zone mod scoring, there'd be a 25-point difference right now.
Right.
That would be the only difference. Ascendant might be happy for that, but right now it's going to be a lead taken by Hokori. The question is how much will anybody die here? Hunter lands, gets cleared. No one will die. Unless somebody friendly fire. I had a feeling that they're gonna kill. Yeah, I knew it. I called it. I called it. I knew he was gonna get killed. But all right, after one chapter, up 448.
Yeah, great start for Hokori. Of course, important to keep in mind this is a best of 2. We're gonna have the Parish after this. But Ascendant can't feel too comfortable here. They're playing against what it has been the #1 team for 2024, and has just been such a dominant team in general. They really don't want to give any free handouts to this Hokori squad. With Hokori more than doubling their score after one chapter, Ascendant needs to keep it close. They cannot let, for example, an early tank wipe flip kind of situation go out like we saw last night. They need to keep it reined in here. We do have the tank at 76% on chapter 2. We're also going to have the 2-2 to start off with the Smoker Hunter.
I don't know if you feel the same way about this, now, but I really want someone to be watching the safe room door with their special infected, like all 4 of them there.
I would love to see it come into effect. When it has come into effect, it's typically been pretty effective. I don't know if there's like a specific sack order, or rather spawn order that...
It's open now! It's there right now! They could just simply grab Rochelle. Nothing she can do. She's a free cap right now. But that's then and this is now.
Yeah.
I try to make sure I cast it every game now, so if anybody goes back and watch, they pay attention to that, because that was about a free 5%. I'm just saying.
Meanwhile, look at Frey having a good time as a hunter, trying to find the DP. He almost dies midair, got chipped down to about 100. He doesn't find the DP, and the hit is basically gone. I'm not sure how locked in Ascendant is. Frey was putting on a show for us, yes, but it did seem to be the most respectful way to do it, as far as, respecting the skill of Hokori. They will shoot you out of the air like that. We do have another hit on the way. This time it will be a Hunter Charger Jockey Spitter. Big damage hit. They immediately send it in. Hunter is in. Jockey lands on the head. Big collateral charge, but they do get the clear onto that, and Spit will not be able to line up with any of those cappers, and it will minimize the damage.
Oh, that was an awesome clear with an awesome hit. I
Yeah.
thought that was going to be disastrous for Hokori, and they just shut it down with just
Right.
single percentages of damage, because it looked like a tri-cap there, almost, but the clears were phenomenal now, and the spit just unable to capitalize, leaving the damage to be minimal. But another tri-cap with Boom. Let's see if Ascendant can keep up the momentum that they have with their infected right now. Charger climbing over, Smoker lands. The Charger misses, Smoker gets cleared, Jockey gets bullied, Boomer grabs 2, and still holding on to a little bit more than a perfect bonus. And a little bit damage there, probably didn't blow it, but still looking very dominant with 90% now.
Yeah, I love the way they took it back to that side area. It just made it really awkward for Ascendant. They weren't able to find the hit that they wanted. They will be able to press inside into the warehouse area. Something that I've talked a lot about here is should be able to cash in that early choke point hit with the double doors. They are lined up for it. Charger, Smoker, Hunter, Spitter. They're going to send it in. Hunter from behind. Charger not able to line up. Will be able to walk out that spit. It will still be about 5 to 6% that they will be able to put in their pocket, but Hokori lives to fight another day, of course.
And not only that, they should be able to blitz this. I don't think they're going to have time. Sped up inside. No, it's going to be close.
They're going to try.
They got a Boomer. They don't even got a Spitter.
Wow.
They don't even need to open the door. They said screw your door.
Yeah.
But they don't have Spitter. I don't see this doing much at all, if I'm being honest, no.
This is kind of the issue we've had with a lot of Ascendant's hits is just not having the most ideal sack over for the spot. We'll see if they can turn it into something. Charge. Immediately chip leveled. The Hunter will be able to find a little bit on Rochelle on the back line, but it's going to be so minimal. And Hokori gets to continue forward.
Yeah, the Hunter did a very great job on maximizing the damage. I mean, it wasn't a lot like you said, but the Hunter wasn't cleared immediately. They do soften up Hokori a little bit. More important, so, that they have Grizz down to 3 punches. Maybe they can get a scratch on Yaft or Zyko with a Charger, maybe.
Ooh.
They get Grizz. Is that enough? That'll make Grizz. Grizz was already 3 punches. Never mind. So I don't think they have time to sack anymore, and Kryja has a second tank now, so this is going to be it.
It's always such a pleasure to get to see the tank at this spot. In my opinion, such a high skill ceiling area, not just for the tank, but also for the survivors. So we'll see how this plays out. Tank in the hands of Kryja. He's got a Jockey, Boomer, Smoker. He does go second pass. Wondering if they want to go for a sack. Boom looks like he's trying to find something. No, they're going to keep the Boom. Kryja going up. He's already down 2K. So he does have to wrap it all the way around. He gets the fast route. Eventually getting a hit onto Coach. Another hit onto Coach. Getting wrapped around the Jockey in the side room. Beautifully done by the SI squad. Hunting down Rochelle now as well. 1200. They do eventually clear that Jockey. Rock coming out from Kryja as he just about sees defeat. And down he goes. 62.7% of the bonus still in the hands of Hokori. 3 sets of pills. Make it 2 as Grizz pops a set as well.
Yeah, it's looking rough for Ascendant here. Kryja, I thought maybe wanted to guard that Jockey for a bit, but chose to try to keep on his target. And it led to no more extra damage, and the Jockey not getting an in-cap. Hunter getting skeeted, Spitter getting picked. Charger is the only one left, and if it doesn't go, they got to sack the Boomer for a quad. What are they going to do? They're going to hold both? Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hokori just gets to keep blitzing the chapter.
Reloading.
Reloading.
90% through. We will have a hit ready.
I think this is it now. I don't think they'll get another one.
Yep. They do sit in, try to land, line up a smoke charge combo. Not really going to work. Single boom. Pill pop does come out just to try to get them across that finish line without another hit. And I think you're right. Hokori should be able to make it. 778 bonus with the full 600 distance to boot. It's going to be a solid point total for Hokori after 2 chapters.
2,224. Corey looking dominant so far after 2. They still have 6 more to hold on to that lead delta. Plus another infected side, and Ascendant has a chance to gain some point delta. But man, no, they made it tough. They got to play lights out from here on out.
Definitely. Definitely. That tank, not the easiest to make it work. Hokori, great execution. Kreitcha doing what he can. Did have that question about the jockey. Send it. Gonna need some good bonus through here. They can't keep sliding backwards. They go down 1,000 after 2 chapters. It's just gonna be such a rough spot to have to claw their way back from. Against Hokori, it's just not the team you want to be on the back foot against so early on in this 8-chapter match.
And we look at... okay, never mind. It's because Yaft is not ready. I thought Yaft was going to be watching the safe room, but he's AFK. Alright, Yaft is back. And again, no safe room being watched by either team.
Yep, they're out.
Coach has not given up the spawn, though, so there's nothing there right now, but...
Look out!
I have to pay attention to it and I'll see if it's given.
I respect it.
Actually, this is Lion, so Lion's not going to make that mistake, so I'm just going to go out, not watch him anymore. Lion, don't make that mistake. He's an OG player. He knows exactly to play his position well, so hats off to him and not worry about a safe room hit.
Yeah. Now, I believe... Okay, we've got the boom kind of an interesting spy around here. Okay, he's going to be walking it around.
We need to get into the building.
Hunter is set up at the overpass, ready to go. Immediately drops in. Smoke does land. Double boom on the non-cap survivors. Hunter can't quite find it in. It's still going to be 5%. Actually, over 5% with a little bit of spit as well in the mix.
Yeah, I do believe there was quite a bit of friendly fire, too. Ooh, there's a pull in the back.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, look, okay, they will have Ellis there for the clear. Nick getting wrapped around by Commons. Lion is going to go for the hunt as well. Chases Yap all the way down into the safe room with that spit, but he does eventually get the clear.
Get ready! Reloading!
I mean, they get it down, but they sacrifice 10% of their bonus on that opening hit. No.
Reloading!
So much damage. So many common infected. And spawns are up.
Reloading!
Ascendant has let so much more damage through in these hits so far. Need to find a reversal. Hunter, Charger, Jockey, Boom. Hunter is going to spawn in. Jockey from the other end. Charger over. It's a triple with the Boom on the non-cap. Eventually getting those clears. Jockey still wrapping around. Charger got a number of smackdowns. It's going to be all the way down to 71.8% after 2 hits. Hokori is slicing through these survivors like they're butter.
Yes, they are. No, that is 2 full hits in, and you're seeing it right. 71.6% bonus remaining on Ascendant. Common infected are everywhere. Spawns are coming up yet again. Another tri-cap, another spitter, though, instead of the boomer. You can't get back-to-back tri-cap with the same capper. Hunter lands charge. It's another tri-cap that comes in, and they're swimming in the spit. There's a smoker pull on Kryja, not getting cleared. And we've gone from 71 to 51, and look at Ascendant's health.
They lost the chapter, MK.
Wow.
This is a smackdown.
Come on in, the door is open.
It seems to be that way. I was about to say the one good thing for both these teams now is they're both gonna place top 3, so you get points in the totals overall in the tournament history. But
Right.
it's got to be demoralizing for Ascendant right now, and they've got to see if they can fight their way back up in there. They still have 6 chapters to do it. It's not over for them yet. See if they can gather it together here with shutting down these spawns, as all this delay is creating more and more bleed.
It is such a good point. The Hunter is more than happy to just stand here. Charge on the other end. Boomer behind. And they just continue to wait. They still, finally, the wraparound. Okay, finally, the hits will not land.
Reloading.
Ascendant, down to 43% of the bonus, and they do still have 100% HB, I'm sorry, DB, but they've got the tank coming up. This is such a predicament that they find themselves in, and look at them across the gangplank. We got the Smoker, Spitter, Charger, and a Hunter, and look at Lion over here. Yeah, look! All the way up! Rochelle has been charged! The Hunter covering! And down goes Frey. MK, this is a disaster.
Stop shooting me.
Settle down, settle down. Everything's gonna be okay.
Ellis, damn it. You shot me.
Interrupting the pickup.
Yes.
The spit on the pickup. He just tanks it. Wow. Look at the jockey.
Unless you want to shoot your feet up on the floor, stop shooting me.
All right, and Grizz is going to be coming in as the tank. You still with us, MK? I'll keep solo casting for now. The boom does actually finds two. Charger here with the common lock. No, he's going to chill on it. Now he runs it in, tries to bring one down to the lower level. Grizz going to be jumping up. 4K. 3K, Rock will not land, Smoke pull, off into the corner, and down goes Rochelle. He doesn't even need to deal with it. The XD comes out, Tank hopping up, missing the first smack onto Nick. Oh my goodness, down goes Nick, but I don't think this will be the wipe as Grizz does go down, Smoke pull. Okay, and Innuendo is able to get the clear on that, and they should be able to get those pickups.
I'm actually surprised. They did a pretty impressive job on surviving that tank due to their scenario. So that's a great clutch play from Ascendant, but this is going to be delayed for quite a bit here. Spitter's going to come out and delay this. Probably going to hold the pickup now. Pride has to run through it. And we have a black and white Frey. Charger comes in. They're going to try to get Frey. Quad stumble. Hunter getting scratches. Innuendo's about to go down. Somehow they still have bonus, but it's just a distance game for them now. No, they just want to make it with everybody. And I don't see Frey getting there without more pills.
Yeah, I do want to say that they found a set. So, oh, look, they're okay. They get ammo. Here's a jockey onto Innuendo, who's pushed up ahead, and he instantly goes down. Spit is ready. Interrupt the pickup. Gotta be careful as Rochelle's pre-firing it. Hasn't been able to. Oh, look at the charge. Lands it. Not going to be getting any additional smackdowns. And the hit will get shut down.
Time to move. Let's go.
Frey moving wisely, holding on to that temporary health he has left to try to get as much distance. They know it's not completely over, and they find a set of pills for Frey. Oh, free spit. It's a delay. I'm searching for pills too. I know they found one set now. I just don't know where it was.
Oh man, the smack. Now the Hunter's running in for a scratch. He's not going to get it. And Ascendant still clings to a little bit of bonus.
Ammo.
Centered on Lion.
Reload.
Well, they find the pills,
Yeah.
and he takes it. It's going to let him survive a little while longer.
I'm gonna get you up, but if you don't hear yourself right quick,
They might actually make it with everybody, no?
I know you're tough, but we gotta get you healed quick.
I'm kind of shocked, but it's not done yet. The spit down goes Innuendo now. The revolving door of downed survivors. Boom on row. There's the pickup finally. Charger's ready. And he goes, just sending that.
Frey giving the jukes, not even watching, no. He gave him the 360 jukes. That was great. But it looks like full distance might be achieved. I mean, they still got a little bit more to go yet and all, but it's almost there. What a crawl.
It's such an insane fight from Ascendant, and it's showing why they deserve to be in this spot, despite some early shortcomings. Hunter connecting with Innuendo, Jockey on the head of Coach. They will get rid of half of that remaining bonus. Lions still with 15 points, and they will be able to walk it in 4 strong against all odds. But they will be down a little over 1,000 after 2 chapters. Exactly what I said that they need to avoid. They have fallen into it here.
They should have 15 points.
I noticed that.
They should have 12 points. I think they got gypped.
Yeah.
They should definitely have points. I don't know if that'll come into factor, but I'm just saying what we've seen.
Maybe because it rounds down to less than 1%. It was at 1.1% with 15. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but tell you what, if it comes down to 12 points, we know where it came from. But all right, so even though Ascendant has taken so much damage, I mean, they have not gotten wiped. You have to call it like it is. They've just got full distance, and this is a good example of where health bonus is needed in Left 4 Dead to tell a true story. Because if we didn't have bonus, it would be right now 1,050 to 1,000 even. That would be the score.
Wow.
And that's why Zone Mod makes the skill level much more noticeable in gameplay.
Right.
But can Ascendant bounce back? No, is the question. They're going to sack out the Boomer. They're actually going to send the Jockey too, which means they want that Hunt Spit to mess with this button.
Exactly. And if this was just 4 chapters, it would be such a rough spot for Ascendant. But remember, y'all, they do have the Parish here as well. We are going to see Hokori approaching that button. SIs are all ready to go. Smoker has spawned in. Smoker will start off. Smoker dies. Charger is able to get the stumble on the other end. He waits, as that was the spit coming out first. Good order by Ascendant here. You can see they're still keeping their head on straight. They're not just sending everything in. There's a charge stumble. Get Ellis off of the button. Charge will die for that. Hunter connects. Spit is ready to go once again. The issue, though, MK, is they're not finding a ton of damage.
No.
And there it is.
No, it was great. Oh, the Boomer messed up. Oh, they were very generous. They did not have to shoot that Boomer, no. He could have just stayed alive and stayed outside. But that was a mercy kill. Probably with a lot of spectate, but... And you won't get it, bud? Oh, okay. I think they're trying to kill Parish through the floor.
Right.
And they can push now. This Spitter is kind of just got to go back for a despawn. And I think they're going to hit in the hallways coming up right after they get over the stage.
Okay.
Oh, the vent maybe now. What do you think?
Yeah. I do love a good vent hit.
Reloading.
They got the Spitter back in Ghost. Jockey, Smoker, Charger. They go ahead and spawn in down below. Charger is actually down below as well. We see the Smoker positioned behind, trying to catch out one of these survivors. And there it is. 2 drop down, 2 stay up. Charge does land. Just going to be connecting with the wall. No spit as well. Smoker trying to catch off guard. Not going to happen because they knew that 4th SI had not gone in yet. So they were able to stay together, clear that out. And with both the event and the vent gone, 5% per, less than 5% per. And that is not the damage that you want at that area, MK. I mean, so much of the damage in that chapter comes out through those 2 hits, and they're gone.
Yeah, less than 10%, and they're going to have to start this event, take a couple of hits before they go. They're going to go quickly here. Hunter's going to get skeeted, not able to find a target. Spitter is going to probably hold at this point. No, they're going to go for a quad sack. No quad sack. The jockey's gonna die at the end.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be another tri-cap, and I think it was the spitter that died last, so tri-cap boom.
That's what I'm thinking.
And look at Ascendant taking it back in the room. They think it's a quad, but it's not.
Right.
And if they have, a spitter now, this would be different. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I think they know that there's no spitter, and so they're like, well, let's take it here. They still try to go through, not going to be able to find anything with that. Still got the smoker walking around, trying to get a scratch. The damage is not there from Ascendant so far. Still got to wait a little bit longer before Rico Bank opens up. Going to be an 83% tank.
These late tanks now, jeez.
Yeah.
No, they're very late on these campaigns, letting the survivors get pretty much the whole map before they have to deal with the big guy. And they're going to bring the spawns in now. Charger actually manages to land.
Yeah.
Spit is successful. This is pretty impressive from Ascendant right now. It's not easy to get a charge spit in this area. Good rebound, great damage. Still got a lot of work to do, though.
Yeah, you might look at that hit and be like, okay, that was a pretty, whatever hit. That was actually a huge hit. Very difficult to land damage through that area. And a solid move by Ascendant, but, such a dry spot that even with a great hit compared to the average, you see another hit coming in. Jockey Hunter with the smoke, all landing. Very brief, though. Just a percent or two. They are going to be hopping through the Reflex Sports Store, bringing in the tank. Going to be in the hands of Lion. See what he can do.
Oh, Grizz having a hard time back here now. No SI, though, to capitalize on the separation. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
They're going to come back here and take it inside the sports store, it would seem. Or no, they're going back even further.
Can't blame him.
Charger?
Okay. All right.
Slam, though. Innuendo. Hanging out with the tank. Wow,
Chilling.
look where they're going. They're going all the way down.
I mean, I can't blame them. They're not bleeding out. They're going to get so much chip on the tank through this. I think this is solid. Okay, there. Oh, instant smoke clear. And Lion is just bringing it in. Jockey Smoker a ways behind. Going to not have a ton of chip on the tank, but that is going to be a ton. 2k HP left as he finally finds a corner. Missing Smaxo, eventually getting one. Hunter lands, but I mean, it's not a ton of SIs. He gets one in cap, and that is the tank from Ascendant.
Yeah, that first miss was really unfortunate. No, that would have been a much earlier in cap if he didn't miss that first punch like you called it. They will get him down from about 80-some to 53 after the pill. Oh, never mind, 55.8 after the pill pass. And they still have about 40% of the map to go through. But Hokori again on a 700 distance map. That's a lot of points to have. 860.
Right. I mean, Hokori's just having a good time through here. They're playing with the Garden Gnome. We do have the hit in the side room. They will lock in the Hunt Spit as well as a charge follow-up with a stumble. Yeah. Keeping him in there. Trying to get the boom stumble in there as well. Nice heads-up play by Hokori to not stumble in that spit still. 50% even. Bonus for Hokori remaining.
Yeah, that was great value for that hit there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Almost 100 points. It was just a little shy. And Hokori needs to keep that momentum up. If they could just keep the damage around 100 every time, just for now, they'll get their momentum going and just perform once on Survivor, and they're back in it. But it looks like the chance for damage is coming up here and all to an end, and no charge spit. It's going to be tough to dip them below 700, in my opinion, here with this last attack.
I like that Hokori's playing it safe. Okay, in comes a hit. Jockey, M2'd away. Hunter does land in the spit. It'll be about, 5 to 7%. I like that they don't just immediately go for the garbage jump. They recognize, all the SIs are up here. Don't really want to do anything too risky. Just take it around the side. And now they will hop their way into that safe room. 674 bonus. We're looking at about 1,374
All right, nothing with the last hit though, no. But they'll put up again 3,592 points, or I mean over 3,500 for 3 maps again, just like they did yesterday. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of y'all who missed it, we had like 8,000 points for Hokori by the time they finished their match. An ungodly amount of points put up by Hokori, and they are threatening to do the same here tonight. Ascendant desperately needing a strong survivor side, but again, we're just looking at a tie. Maybe they can get ahead by 100, 200 points if they play out of their minds, but the issue is, MK, their survivor side has just let hit after hit through for not just like 5%, like we're talking 10 to 20% on a lot of these hits. So I think that's what Ascendant really desperately needs to turn around here.
As we wait for Innuendo to return, we'll get the second half of Chapter 3 along the way. Still in the first campaign of this tournament match. We have another one coming up right after this. Here we go live. Probably going to see the Boomer and something else sack off. Probably the Jockey, but looks like it's just going to be the Boom, and they're holding everything else. And Ascendant will have a clean run to the button now.
I don't blame them for this. I like the Jockey here. So we'll see. I'm not sure if it's going to be a spit or if it's going to be a quad, but regardless, looks like Hokori is happy with either outcome. And the button being pressed halfway through, all the way through. It's done.
What?
They pressed it. They just didn't sit anything. It was the quad. They're still going to roll it in. Hunter gets skeeted. Charger gets annihilated. And there it is. Ascendant doing even better than Hokori did at the event. Insane.
Alright, I don't know if they dropped the money there. I don't know if anybody was ready, but they don't go. And the only person that takes damage pretty much was Lion from the Smoker. Ironically, he's pulled again. It always seems to be that way, even in matches now that we've been doing. Poor Lion, focused down by the Smoker, but right now Ascendant looking very good, taking one attack during the whole event. And they're coming up on the vent choke point, which is 40% map aggression. And they've only lost 3% of their health. This is what they need. They gotta take this choke point clean and not fumble here, as it could be disastrous if you don't take this choke point wisely.
And this is okay. In it goes. Charger will land. One smackdown in the spit as well. It's going to be solid damage. Boom as well. Hunter connects. Where is Ascendant? Oh my god. MK Krycha has just gotten blasted. And they are down to 74.7%. I was just about to say this could be a turning point for Ascendant because Hokori, they still had that Boom there. And Boom isn't typically what you want for the events, but even without the what they wanted, they still make absolutely insane damage come out.
Yeah, it's about 20%.
Yeah.
Insane. Poor Kryja loses all of his permanent HP except for 17 of it. And now they're trying to push up the stairs with a choke point ready. Smoker's going to help, and they don't get the clear. The Charger misses, though. Kryja somehow has not gotten in-capped yet, and that's benefit for them because it's not past the event yet. So they can hold on to that little sliver. Let's see if he's got pills in this side room. I didn't check yet, no. Let's see if he's got some drugs in here for him. And yes, he will. So he'll have pills after this, so they'll go into the tank almost full HP, it would seem.
It's just such an unfortunate spot for Krycha. I mean, it's common that we see one player get dropped down and the team's ready to follow up, but the team just wasn't there on the clear. It looked like one SI was kind of blocking even at one point. Beautiful laser down the charge, but Hunter Jockey will still land for some brief damage. Boomer dies last.
And if you look at the winners of the round, winning the round, Ascendant right now only has a couple hundred points in the lead, and they haven't fought tank yet. They still have one more SI attack to take before this event will be over, and the Reco Bank doors will blow open. And another tri-cap. Spitter this time now, but the shotgun's hiding in the room. Look at that. There's no shotgun here active.
Ooh, whoa, there it is.
And that's
smoke charge. Beautiful.
what I'm talking about, nah. The shotguns in that room over there means it's going to be easy for all the other infected to grab a target.
That's a great point. Krycha is just over here so low on HP, just wants to preserve. But unfortunate for him. And the smoke charge is getting so much value in these dry areas. Just able to make its work. Hokori showing that off there. Another hit comes in. Lightning quick attack. And whooping the jockey into the Hunter Charger lands as well. One smackdown and Krycha does go down despite all of his efforts, all of his safekeeping. He still goes down.
Reloading.
Doubles up on his pills.
If I go,
And map progression has continued, but unfortunately for Ascendant, they are only 200 points away from losing this round, less than that now. And yes, nah, there is no tank fought yet, so they still have that to deal with. And they're going to send everything again. The relentless attack from Hokori. Jockey grabs Rochelle, the clears were quick. Hunter getting hunted down, ironically enough. And finally gets killed after doing 1 damage.
It's just, I mean, even if there was no tank here, we'd still be saying Ascendant is going to be minor win, maybe just tying, maybe even losing the chapter at this point. So it's just an unfortunate spot they find themselves in. Charger getting 2, make it 3. Smacks on Kocher on the back line. Boom getting tossed around, eventually blows up on Ellis. And they will finally be able to walk it back. 723 bonus. Just another massive hit. Doing what they can. They will bring it back.
Tank looks like he wants to get the high ground. Cut them off, maybe. But I don't think he can get there fast enough. He's actually pretty darn close to it and all.
Yeah.
And Ascendant's going to stay up. And he's in. He's down. There's his pull. He's got his corner. He's got a punch. Second punch. Third punch in the corner. In cap at 4K. This is huge for Hokori. That's going to be his corner. Can he get to Krycha in time? No, he can't. He misses. Krycha jukes around but still gets punched. Another corner from the Smoker. Wow, this is amazing Smoker play coming out from Grizz right now. 7 HP. Rock lands 2. Charger comes in. Smoker combination. Oh my gosh, the Charger lands. The Rock lands. And Ascendant looks like it's finally going to be a wipeout with this 7 HP Smoker. And he kills the tank and the Smoker.
Okay.
And he survives.
Okay.
no time to be gentle.
Lion says no. No wipe for you guys. We are going to continue to crawl to get our full distance. But the problem is Kryja is now black and white and they have no more drugs for him.
That was just such an insane tank to me. When he got the first incap with 4K HP left, I thought, typical Hokori fashion, what we would see is some kind of decommit into, playing the long con. But he recognizes that the window is there and just sends it in. Hokori always able to adapt on the fly, even against the tried and true. Continuing to prevent the pickups. Triple boom as well. They still got to go pick up Krycha as well.
Yeah, and he is almost dead now. And they have a Smoker and they have a Charger.
I know you're tough.
Oh. One slam. There's only one survivor up again. And he's got to pick up. Oh, they get the wipe. The jockey cleans it up. And Ascendant's going to go down almost more. It is more than 2K now. That is disastrous.
And, MK, I think this is finally starting to prove, something that I've been talking about was kind of the question of, has GOAT been Hokori's kryptonite or has Dead Before Dawn been Hokori's kryptonite? And, I mean, with 2 fascinating performances on Dead Before Dawn, back-to-back out of Hokori, I do think it is kind of putting to rest that question of how powerful they are on this campaign, and also just how strong and terrifying GOAT is. been performing so well lately. And Ascendant finding themselves backs against the wall, 2k down, plus over 2k down. We head into chapter 4 of a total of 8 chapters, but it's going to take a lot of Parish. I will say, MK, we got a very early tank. Once again, 29%. This likely be like a diner tank. And we are going to see the Jockey Charger Boomer Smoker. The first hit, breakable wall. Not going to land that. Minor damage with the 1 boom.
Yeah, for sure. They're pushing out. I mean, the Boomer slowed them down, but one survivor is taken off, and I'm pretty sure he won't push up and spawn the tank alone, but I'm just saying he is really far ahead trying to push this issue, make sure they get out into the open before this tank gets up. They can't do it. It's not fast enough, but if they push out there, this tank is instant commit. And they're going to do it. Oh, they're going to actually send the hit? This is interesting. Okay, they full send the hit now, Null. There is nothing to help this tank right now. He is all alone and has to run back. He cannot push in now.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the survivors getting around here with this 29%er, they do have that diner available to them right over to the side, which is a very spacious area, lots to play around, lots to jump up on top of, etc. So I do think the tank is making the right decision to chill out. I don't think that full commit was necessarily a throw, but the point stands that they didn't find a ton of value with it. 95.5% of the bonus still in the hands of Hokori. The tank here going to be Innuendo. See what he can find with this diner tank. Lots of damage through the glass, 2k, as he eventually gets his commit path. But look at the jumps. Look at this. Oh, he does. Wow, insane smack into the follow-up jockey. This is perfect, but all of Hokori was ready to clear it up. They do walk out of the diner. Innuendo is already dead. 80% of the bonus left. Post-pill pop, they set up the car alarm, the ATM rather. And they are blasting through here. Should be able to head right through the pawn shop and jump right over. Look at the shortcut to boot MK.
Yeah, they are just utter dominant right now. Actually, they're going to slow down here, which is interesting. I thought they were going to hold W.
Reloading.
Oh, they need ammo. They have some Uzis low here. All the commons are in the rear. And, okay, they're going to wait. I'm a little shocked that they're holding up here, to be honest with you. I thought they were just going to go. And now it makes me wonder, why even shoot it?
So I won't say it, but I don't know either, but we are going back live.
Hope that's not a console player. Because you're on the wrong platform, my friend, if you are. Xbox is a joke. Oh!
They do find solid damage. The Charge and the Hunter both landing with the spit damage. That damage was about as much as the tank was worth, MK.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they need a couple more of them, though.
Yeah.
A couple more to soften up Hokori, and because at this rate, if Hokori just... Oh, that was close. They're going to go for the quad here. The Charger... Oh, the Charger was so close, but the Hunter was late to the party. And it just looks like the mental game is just not there for Ascendant and all. I think Hokori is just... Their dominance is just too much right now. And it's overwhelming the opposing team.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen some hope from them here and there, but I would say Ascendant's SI side has been looking a lot more reliable than the Survivor side. So they really need to find the bonus ripped out of the hands of Hokori. That was a solid hit inside the side room. Some good spit damage as well. Those have to be popped. But this is Hokori with still over 900 bonus, as, you know, the event is done, and there's really not that much left of this chapter.
They gotta try to get him down. They can pull down here and delay this. Damage. Smoker misses. Jockey not able to get there. And unfortunately, they get that choke point too now.
Yeah, you hate to see the Jockey dying there as well. 12 seconds left before he's back up. Maybe they just go for a Hunt spit here at the vents. The pills are popped. Hunt is ready for it. They know he's there. Trying to get what they can. And there they go. Hunt spit. He can't back. Okay, finally gonna be able to back it up. Triple boom as well.
Nothing you can really do about that boomer.
Right.
I don't even know where the smoker is. I hear him, but I don't see him. Oh, he despawned. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, no, I couldn't find the smoker. And they're going so fast. Does it matter?
They are. Yeah, I mean, we're here at the last 10%. Over half the bonus left. Charge lands. Jockey M2'd away. Hunter. It was the quad, but it gets tossed in. Solid damage, sure, but I mean, it's been such a dominant side so far for Hokori that they can afford to lose a little bit and still be very comfortable, even on this chapter alone.
Come on, y'all, get inside now.
I'm going as fast as I can.
And they're going to force to take the last hit. The boomer gets a stumble. It's going to be difficult for the Charger and Jockey to do much of anything. Here they come. Charger fist came from it, but that'll be it. And they'll walk in with again a 4-chapter score of 5K. 5,052 to be exact. Wow.
That's just unheard of. I mean, they're doing it against the best teams in the scene, too. I mean, this is just absurdity. 5,052 after 4 chapters. Dead Before Dawn is worth a lot, don't get me wrong, but that is still such an insane points total to have. And we got quick ready ups. They are ready to play through, but I mean, Ascendant needs to scrape together as much as they possibly can. Aiming to tie this chapter, I suppose. Still be down by about 2,000. Charges come in. Lands with the wall. Jockey it does go down. Double boom. The XD.
P-Pose Smoker minus 3K. Oh, that's funny. I think the Smoker had that standing animation. It was a little bit of a glitch for some reason. But all right, they're coming. Hunter finds the spawn, goes in. Jockey comes in. Charger goes in. I wasn't ready for that at all. I thought they were gonna hold everything for the tank, and they get some good damage. Look at that.
They do. Get some solid pre-tank damage. Spit is still alive here. He's holding on to the Spit. Does he prevent them going into the diner? Whoa. Okay, 3 get in the diner. Coach doesn't quite make it. No big deal.
No, he's just gonna get the high ground. Wait for his spawns. Zyko's tank is coming in. Probably one of the more, I'd probably say their anchor player for their team.
Oh, yeah.
Zyko definitely very dominant from the South America community, from Peru. One of the best to do it. It's his tank. It's his turn to go in. Honestly, no. I think if they manage to get a wipe with this tank, I think it's just GG.
Yeah.
His second campaign would be irrelevant. They need to kill this tank. They need to get in with 1,000 bonus. And that'll put them about 3,500 down 15K just with that. All right. Zyko. Tri-cap. No smoker. In. Down 1,500 at the door. Focuses down Coach. First punch at 2,800. Switches targets.
Ooh.
He gets one onto Ellis. A second onto Ellis. His support is dead. A third onto Ellis. A fourth onto Ellis. And he gets the end cap. And that is a 1 end cap tank coming out from Zyko plus 1 additional punch onto Lion. And they will have 1,055 bonus. They'll get an extra set of pills, I think, to put it back up to... No, actually, no, it was just ammo. No, tank is dead now. 1,055 bonus, and they need all of it for just a sliver of hope going into the next campaign.
Krychik gets stumbled down. Hunter catching the pawn shop with the spin. Okay, they will be able to get the clear there. Oh man, they're down 65%, and they're already down around about 10% compared to where Hokori was at this point.
Yeah, best be finding me a health kit.
Yeah, if they ace it from here on out, it'll be
Ammo
about
here.
1,800 points down. Every hit after this is just more and more deficit for Ascendant. And Hokori got to be very happy. No chance to land that, but they send it quick. Hunter's dead. Jockey's getting bullied. Charger is now doing the bullying. And now the jockey finally finds Coach. And the event has started. Bonus down to 924 now. And now they're just going to hide out in that closet for a couple of attacks before they go hide in the vent.
Okay. Ascendant. One of the things about these top tier teams across any esport really is the mental game, the ability to come back in these dire situations, but doing it against one of the best in the business. They do manage to completely negate that hit. It's very solid for them. They're going to need a couple more like that.
And looks like we're just gonna have Ellis stand in the front and just
Ooh.
flat out eat the Charger. Spitter was not ready for it.
Dude,
Where'd that
and
Charger
they
even
still
come from?
Converted though. The Charger, I don't know. He just managed to spawn in right in front of that survivor who's blocking the door, and that hit is just about As they pop the pills, they are a whole 11 points ahead of where Hokori ended their chapter 4.
No boom for you.
Reload.
More or less just a sack though. Grizz gonna come up as a hunter. I believe that was a quad sack. No. Charger. No. Actually, I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
Melted.
Yeah. And that was one of those smoke charge setups. Would have been into an awkward side room. Really nice clear by Ascendant. Jockey now spawns it in.
Yeah, they're going one at a time at this point. I think they know that they've already won every round so far. And that the dominance has left their effect on to Ascendant. And I don't know what's going to happen when they make safe room now. I don't know if we're going to see GH or GG.
Yep, I'm hurt of plenty.
But we're going to find out soon. Last hit, no. 2-2, Charger, and the
Charger does find it. Spit not going to be able to get the follow-up. And Hokori will officially win the chapter. Locking it in. They do at least manage to even the scores there on chapter 4. And they do call for the GH. Not going to be GG. We're headed to the Parish.
no hesitation either. Look at that.
Right. I mean, we got to keep in mind, it is currently like 5 or 6 a.m. I think it's 6 a.m. for a lot of these Ascendant players. They were ready for their match at 4:30 a.m. So huge respect to Ascendant. Definitely not the ideal time slot for them, but making it happen.
Ooh, and a late tank. They got to go down the alley to spawn this tank. The only thing that is downside for Ascendant here is this chapter ain't worth crap. It's only 300 distance. This map is minus 100 points of the distance, because 400 points of distance is way too much for this campaign. So for balance reasons, we have lowered it for zone mod. And Ascendant now, I think, needs to get some wipes. And a couple of them. And I didn't even tally up the scores. I forgot to see what.
Yeah, I didn't either.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, we got it now. I'll put it in chat for everybody.
And so that is going to be Hokori up by 2,130. They will be starting off on the Survivor side. The ready up gets canceled, but they are just setting the scores. Okay. So wait. Oh, they set them wrong. Giving Ascendant the 5K points. They say GG, screenshot.
Are those the actual scores?
I don't think it was 2,198.
There we go. Okay. We got it. We figured it out. We figured out how to math today, which is good. And
Good
also,
work, everyone.
for those that do want to know, we do have another match coming up a little bit later this morning, which is going to be a goat. No, not goat. Hokori. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's Hokori playing Diesel in a rematch from RBT7.
Yeah. 9 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Peru. Oh, beautiful skeet. Start off the match. Smoke pull.
Did you see that?
Coach got a little bit crazy with that one. But they will be fined 0.5% first hit in the books. And look at Hokori gunning it through.
Thank you, guys. I did miss that. It is game 2 of 2. Thank you. And actually, no, one rule of thought. Don't jump when you're getting pulled by a smoker. Because you float through the air.
Yes.
And Grizz actually almost fell in the water there. No, it was pretty close.
Exactly.
As the jockey lands, Hunter lands. Charger is not able to find a target, but gets 1-2 fists at the best. But Hokori will be able to spawn the tank now without anything interfering with their... Actually, you know what? No, there's a lot of common here.
Yeah, I noticed they just ran it in with the triple boom. They didn't want the hit on the run back, I suppose.
He might just commit. Take it.
Yeah,
He's in.
Wow, he is just going. Wants to cut off the survivor. He's got to be careful here. The SI's all ready to go, though. Gets 2 smacks onto Rochelle. Keeps her in the corner. One more, and Yap does go down. Smoke pull. Can't quite get the clear. Coach already caught. This could be the wipe. Unfortunate for Ascendant, there is so few points here because this is massive. The white potential, the tongue will get cleared. Hold on. 800 HP left on Innuendo. Rock coming out. Not going to be able to prevent. Okay, Zyko does go down. Hold on. Innuendo, 650 HP left as he hunts down Ellis. He gets caught up on the trash bins, but the smoke pull should be enough. Goes for a rock. Down they go. They get the wipe. 160 points is all that Hokori will be able to find. Could this be the moment that Ascendant gets back into this match?
I mean, this is what they needed and all. The first chapter, unfortunately, isn't worth a ton of points, but if they can walk in with about 50% bonus, I mean, that'll give them a couple. They could probably break about 3,600, 3,700. Remember, it's only 300 distance. So if we do the math, that's 32,2. It's 3,222. It's funny. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. They're gonna have to take this tank clean now to make up some good points.
Yeah.
Yeah, without luck, that's
But
just a bridge.
this should be a win for Ascendant. This is what they needed. Let's see what happens.
The only scary part is, I mean, we saw that tank right up in there, MK. What do we think is going to happen? Will Ascendant be able to run back into the waterfront market area? Or are they going to get cut off as well? I mean, we saw at Hokori, they placed so much value in just bringing the tank as fast as possible so the SIs couldn't hit on the run back. I'm interested to see if they are able to shut down Hokori, or rather Ascendant, here now that's on Ascendant's side. It could be wipes across the board, and we could be back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I think Hokori probably should not have spawned the tank with that triple boom landing.
Yeah.
I think their mindset was, let's just not deal with anything in the alley so we don't have nothing to fall down on top of us. Let's just make sure that we get in and we get out. And
Well,
six
looky
and
over
the
here.
Team Turkey. Innuendo. Are you? Configuration. Welty sub. What? Oh man, I love this community. No, they're awesome. I love these guys. Shout out to 46. But all right, let's see if they could go. And no, my friend, no death charge will ever happen here. These teams are some of the best in the world that play it. That won't happen, especially since they don't have a charger. And look at this, Hokori.
Yeah.
Right now, I think a little Fraz is coming into play here. Oh, Nick?
I
Nick?
mean, yeah. Like
Prija?
it's still gonna be such a solid hit. Over 5% for the hit. That was bizarre.
Boy, you shot.
That is not Mountain Dew, my friend. That is not Mountain Dew. Whoa. Calling his friend a bundle of sticks. Getting minus points off his own team. Look at this, though. Oh, the double cap! This is disastrous! Oh, no! Can they get the clear? They do get the clear. Can he get out? Oh, my gosh. They just saved disaster. But they've already lost so much bonus. No, it's so much damage. The tank is getting the high ground. Shockwave looks like he cannot commit no more. And Ascendant's going to be able to salvage what almost was an end play for them, with that jockey taking somebody forward for a ride.
Yeah, I thought that was the end of the round, to be honest, but Ascendant wiggled their way out, and they're actually in a decent spot, all things considered. Charge, boom, dying. Smoker, Hunter, jockey.
You know what, You know what I'd like to see right now? All 4 survivors push forward. It's too late, though.
Ooh.
It's too late, but I would have loved to see it. Force the tank in the scenario, force him to commit, but that's just me. But Shockwave, second pass, gonna have his tri-cap for his commit. Ascendant needed a miracle here. 1 in cap is all they can afford. Innuendo's gonna lose another 15 points on the pills when the tank commits. Spawns are ready. Hunter wants to go over there. Survivors are kind of split 2 and 2. Let's see if they split them. And great commit path from Shockwave. Ooh, Rochelle dips out of the corner. This is good for the... Oh, what a long arm coming out. Nick corners himself. Jockey lands. Nick is going to be in cap. Smoker, and this is going to rob Ascendant no more. And it looks like they're going to be able to salvage and still make it with a couple hundred bonus. They might be able to walk in with 50% like I called.
Yeah, that would be insane. It would be not quite a 500-point bounce back, but pretty dang close. They will, I mean, beggars cannot be choosers, as they say. They hop in through the side room, trying to blaze through the remainder of this chapter. Be 1 hit left in the hands of Hokori. Important to keep in mind, there will be this alarm part to play around. Actually, okay, the boom. Not going to play around the alarm card. Instead, is up above. Look at Coach here. They tried to isolate him. They do get the clear charge on the head. Missing the follow-up. 1 smack. That's going to be it. And Ascendant will find it. Over 500-point bounce back in Chapter 1 of the Parish.
Yeah, if they don't actually eat that charger punch, that would have been a little bit more. But let's see. 35-66. That is quite an impressive rebound for 1 map. Not as much as they went, but look at that. They need to do that a few more times, and they have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, even if they do that, well, hey, if they do that on, I don't know, it's tough. They're gonna need more than that, obviously, but it's a good start. We do head to Park chapter 6 of 8 of our match here tonight.
Oh man, I'm trying. Oh, that's unfortunate for Ascendant right there. Seeing that tank spawn at 74% probably doesn't make them really excited at all, but what they can do is they can try to use that event to their advantage to see if they can guarantee a wipe and maybe make up some bonus on the or make up some points on the bonus side by having some more health bonus. I mean,
That's a great point. I mean, even if they did get that earlier tank around the gazebo courtyard area, it's such a difficult tank. Maybe they're all right with this. First hit going to be a Charger, Hunter, Smoker, Boom. And this hit can really go sideways for the survivors if they're not careful. Not going to have the jockey shenanigans. Not going to have a spit either.
Reload.
Smoke, classic spot on the police car. Boom, another classic spot behind the white van. Hunter above.
Highly contagious.
Charger above as well.
I think that sounds a little redundant or ironic. Come on, I don't know. Underselling the entire zombie apocalypse?
Punk ass Hunter around.
Survivors playing the footsies. Oh, Charger catches. Hunter inside the safe room. Smoke pull the follow up.
I like it. No, I like it.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. I believe the whole point of that hit was just to make sure the sack order was correct, because they didn't even really try to get the slam out. They just want to make sure everything went in the proper order. They still did get 4% from it. I think I would like to see the Hunter a little bit sooner, because I think if they get some stumbles in that safe room, they might be able to secure a slam for that charge. But nonetheless, look at Charger, Hunter, Spitter, exactly what they wanted coming up for the alley choke point. And good movement by Hokori will deny them a hit at the gazebo, but really with the spawns they got, I don't think it would be advantageous for them to send it there. More or less a bad hit is what you want to send at the gazebo. But one thing to note here, Nall, I think they need to do their best as far as Ascendant to not let this Spitter die. They need it also for the event.
Exactly. Whoa, beautiful Charger catch in the spit. Can the jockey get the follow-up? Okay, we'll be able to back it up through that spit. They dip under 90%. The Spitter is dead. I didn't quite see the sack order, but I was thinking of the same thing. We got a very, very important choke point right up ahead, and it is crucial that Ascendant not only milked that hit for some damage, but also got an ideal setup for that choke point.
Two pills up there. Gee, they got both pills
Wow.
up on the hill.
Looks like
Well, we know there's no more pills after this, so
Mm.
this is all they got. It allowed Zyko to double up, giving us some extra pills, and now the event has started. They have the tri-cap with Boom. They didn't hold on to the Spitter. Boomer goes first, not able to get anything. Let's see what they do. Smoker pull. Hunter lands. Charger not even close. Gets a stumble. And again, that makes a 3 damage average, 5% per hit from Ascendant.
Okay.
Hey, that's not cool.
Headed through the event. Tank going to be in the hands of Frey here in a bit. Will Ascendant be able to get any more damage out before the tank comes in? Going to be a 2-2, and the tank is in. Double Boom. Spitter as well. Oh, okay. Preventing the run back for the time being. Does the tank just go in?
Yeah, that's exactly why he's going in now.
Wow, he is just rolling it directly in. 5,200 HP left. SI is going to be about ready to go. Taking them all down the porta potties. Smack out to Rochelle, but she's able to wrap around the bus. The survivors are doing such a good job at simultaneously running away, chipping the tank, and killing the SIs. He gets 2 corner smacks on the coach, but HK survives with so much bonus left in the tank. They will absolutely take that every day of the week.
Yeah, that is just not having the right spawns for the tank commit. No, they had the Spitter, they had the sack. The Boomer was perfect because the tank was the Boomer and landed. It was great. Everything
Right.
worked out pretty well, in my opinion, up until the point where he got to the survivors and he punched one too far away, not able to get his corner. And when he had to loop back around, the hunter got skeeted by Zyko. And unfortunately, when the hunter did not get that triple stumble, which it would have been if he landed, it would have changed everything for Frey's tank. And now it just looks like Hokori is about to put this out of reach if they walk into the safe room with this bonus.
Right. I mean, look at the speed. Oh, the smoke charge in the spit. Smoke trying to pull another in with the Hunt Connect as well. Gonna be solid damage. He can't jump up to mitigate the spit either. And they dip down quite a lot.
It is a great amount of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, wait a minute. Kryja taking them for role-playing as him, and they will make safe room. Jockey is around. They're going to be able to walk right in, it seems, and they do. And Hokori, 6 chapters now, 6,332.
Ascendant desperately needs those tank wipes. I mean, this is going to be another chapter where they're going to be hard-pressed to even get an advantage of 100 to 200 points. And they need a lot more than that to seal the deal. Otherwise, they will be going home in 3rd place here at the King's Infernus Cup. Quick ready-ups. We're about to go back into round 2. Chapter 6 of 8.
Here we go live. Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter is going to be the same thing Ascendant has to deal with. So far, Ascendant has won a chapter out of the 5 that have been played. See if they could take a 6th. They can win this map. They just have to play it a little bit better than Hokori has. All cappers have given away their location now.
Yeah.
Ascendant, I would love to see all of them just rush out and blast it.
Yeah, it's a kind of strange setup from Hokori. I'm assuming they want a smoke charge situation.
On the Boomer. Look at the Boomer.
Look at the charge! He just goes in for the stairwell! Oh man, that alone, look at the damage. Now the Hunt goes in. Boomer onto 1 smoke scratch. Nice.
And Ascendant just sick of waiting. I mean, Hokori just sick of waiting and just send the Charger right up the stairs with a double bull. Actually, it was so shocking that his teammates weren't ready for it. That the Hunter was a little late to get in there.
Right.
And Hokori just some unorthodox strats, and they're working out in their favor so far, matching the average that Ascendant got of 5% with their first 3, with 5.3 or 4 with just the first 1.
The ingenuity from Hokori never ceases to impress. They're also going to have a favorable setup here at the alleyway hit. Hunter, Charger, Jockey Spit.
Reloading.
Reload. Through here.
Oh, this jockey. No one's paying attention to it. The jockey failed so many times, but he still lands, and I don't know if he'll they're not getting cleared.
God!
And 2
Where's the
attacks.
clear?
I don't know. No, the jockey failed 3 jumps, and Coach was completely oblivious to the jockey even being there. But since it failed so much, it was only able to grab the survivor after everybody else died.
And still, he got so much value off of it. That being said, Ascendant is going to be gunning it through the choke. Smoker Charger Spit still could be a solid hit for Hokori to be able to piece together. They're continuing to back it up, but still, it's just a very narrow, very long choke point. Smoker tongue will get cut. Charge, spit, long spit. Just going to be able to catch a little bit of line in there.
All right, now this is gonna be the 6th tank of the game for Hokori into the hands of Grizz. Question is he going in right away, or is he gonna play long tank? I don't know. What do you think he's gonna do?
Honestly, I like the long tank. We've seen it work for these teams a lot, but Grizz doesn't want to do that. He wants to roll it right in with the double boom. All you, MK.
All right, he's going in right now. Ascendant is upon the retreat. The Hunter is chasing them. The tank's in a bad scenario, but no one has shot him yet. All right, here comes his Hunter. The Hunter lands. That's the corner, and that's the difference. And he gets the double punch, and he gets another punch onto Coach. Another punch. He has 1,100 HP. He gets a double punch, and he dies off before any more. And it looks like Hokori is going to win the chapter. And Ascendant is probably going to solidify their third place finish at this point. No, I think the mathematics is getting out of their hand now. We'll have to reevaluate when this chapter is over. It's not 100%, but we'll let you know.
I just have so much respect for Hokori. You know, they've been struggling there on Dead Before Dawn, but they keep playing it out. They found so much success against Ascendant there, and look at them continuing to rip away at Ascendant. They're trying to get rid of all of that bonus. Quad boom. Lion is dead. Hunts are connecting as well, eventually getting cleared up. It's just insanity out of Hokori.
Team Turkey, as called out by Krycha. Alright, can they clean up Ascendant here? The Charger goes in without full support. The Charger lands, but the Smoker does not. Smoker lands, and the Jockey does not. So it looks like the one capper's landing at a time, and Boomer's going to sack off, so they make sure they get a tri-cap with Spit to see if they can finish off the survivors. But it's looking grim for Ascendant now as they try to reach 4K before they get wiped out.
They're going to be doing what they can. The event continues to rage on. It is just about ready. Spitter, Hunter, Charger. 3 seconds left on Yaft. And they're trying to catch Ellis. Not quite. And, okay, Jockey trying to pull down. Not quite going to work out either. It feels to me like Hokori is just like, you know, they're kind of chilling. They're just sending it in. Just, you know, vibing out for the time being, which they can afford to do because of the situation they're in. 15 bonus left. Down goes Frey. And another hit is just about ready to go.
They do manage to pick him up. Crawl continues. Remember, no pills. All of them were before event. Here comes the tri-cap. Smoker is successful. Jockey, and that will be the wipe. Smoker HP.
1,000, he says.
Smoker 17 HP. Alright, we go into the next chapter. Be right back, and let's set up a raffle for everybody. Be right back. Looks like their innuendo's calling out Lion.
Not look good.
Looks like the military took over. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, this has not been the most jolly full of matches for Ascendant so far. Got 2 chapters left here. Cemetery and then the Quarter. Will be Hokori starting off on the Survivors. Smoker Hunter, Spit Boom, the 2-2. Out of the safe room, not the most... not the scariest of hits. Smoker Tongue will get cleared. Nice skeet on the Hunter as well. Very minimal damage.
Reloading.
It is what it is.
Yes, it is. It's clean take, but now there is a early tank coming out here.
Reload.
It's Feliz Navidad.
Watch out. Hey, look out.
Just saying.
Reloading.
Hey, I'm reloading.
I have demo, by the way.
Reloading.
I gotta laugh at that one. Alright, let's get the attack back up. We got a Charger with the Spit. And a Hunter and a Jockey. Great attack. Demo's the last. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see if they take advantage of a separated Hokori. Grizz is in the back. They do send... Ooh, nice Jockey. Oh, what a clear. And the Charger not able to capitalize on that Jock forward. They get the clear through the ground, and this allows Rochelle to take off. But no, before we talk about this tank, which is the second last tank of the game, for Ascendant in the hands of Lion, if Ascendant can manage to get a wipe with this tank, actually, never mind. Let's just, he's in. He's going to leave that Survivor forward. His Grizz looks like is going to be his target. There is a Smoker forward, but no one there to cover him. The Hunter can't do it, and it's not going to be a wipe, but it's going to be an in cap, I think. Lion missing punches. Gets a punch there. And more damage will come. The Rock misses. Lion should probably decommit, but he doesn't have enough HP. One more punch, and he is dead. So never mind what I was trying to say before his tank commit, because that didn't happen.
Yeah, the survivors just took it to him. They ran it right up to him. And the survivors will come out the other end with 65%. Not the cleanest of tanks from Hokori. There was that smoker, etc., but gonna be fine. Jockey runs in. Charger spit boom. Charge! In the windowsill! Runs in for a smack. No, runs for the decommit. They're gonna try to hunt him. No, they will just go ahead and send it through. Triple boom. And that's that.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to type something about the Charger, but I can't. I'm not playing. That Charger was awesome. But either way, look at the speed though from Hokori right now. Still pushing the issue. They even get through this choke point, so now it's gonna be a quad attempt. Where are they gonna send it? Oh, they want to go now. The Charger's up. The jockey lands. Oh, there goes the punch. The Charger misses. And it's just going to be damage. And a quick pull. 779 bonus, but a free hole.
Yeah. Will they be ready on the climb up is the question. It's still a pretty long time. And look at Hokori. Always so good with the tempo. I mean, that was a very straightforward one, but they just run straight through, don't allow any spawns, don't meander about, just straight from point A to point B. They do set off the alarm card, trying to kill off Boom. They will eventually connect on that. Jockey Hunter Spitter on the back line for Ascendant. Hokori continues to press forward. Oh, nice Hunter Skeet. Jockey will get brought down, no spit.
Lot of common infected, but they're not going to really be a factor because there is no special. The Charger, no spit though, no slam. And I think at this point it looks like they're just trying to enjoy their gameplay here.
Yeah.
By getting some scratches onto Hokori. And believe it or not, they do dip below 50%.
One of the rare chapters where Hokori has gotten pressured enough to dip down below 50%. This is just, it's been such a solid Survivor game. I mean, really both sides for them, but it's been a really strong Survivor play as well. Pretty impeccable. They have let off the gas a little bit in the Parish, but you can see, I mean, they're still getting that bonus through. They're still getting it locked in. Charger does go out, but gets cleared out by the team mid-route. Spit, just a little bit of standing spit. And that will be that 44%, which is 582 points, by the way. Aiming to be locked in by Hokori. Another over 1,000 pointer. And MK, we're looking at another 8K plus, maybe a 9K. Could they get over 9,000 is the question.
It's over 9,000? I'm only kidding. But the Boomer is going to get sacked off. The Hunter gets skeeted.
Nice.
Those Ventrilo eras, for those that don't remember those.
Oh.
Reload.
Hey Vegeta, what's up? Yeah. And they will solidify 536 bonus, putting up a 7-chapter score of 7,468. The 9,000, their 9K dream is going to be very difficult to surpass now. I don't know. Because the next map is going to be worth 700 distance. So just from that, they're going to be able to put up, what is that, 8,100. They're going to need a 900 bonus to put up 9K, and I don't think that's going to be a reality.
Hey, it's what, I mean, 50-60%. They could make that happen. We'll have to see. They do walk out again. The Smoker Hunter. Smoker quickly cleared. Hunter ricocheting around, trying to catch Rochelle in that spit. It'll be a solid hit, almost 5%.
Smoker dies off. Good stack order from Hokori. As Ascendant's going to push W, probably hold through this event. They know they're not going to have a full attack to deal with. One survivor's already taken off. Okay. Now there are going to be spawns in between. No, never mind. They all run inside for stuff. And, oh! What? What?
Oh my god.
Did Kryja just got pooped out?
Yeah, he sure did. And the rest of Hokori was right there ready to capitalize. Hunt spit with the jockey, keeping him in the spit. Classic.
I think he really got pooped out. Alright, 7th tank of the game for Hokori into the hands of Yaft. I took the other one. This is definitely yours. No, take it away.
Okay, he's just going to roll it straight in as well, guys. Smoker, Boomer, Charger, boom, Ghost hops through, immediately clear, no proxy. 3.5k left. And you could tell Hokori's feeling a little bit sleepy because they are ready to lock this in and go home, go to bed. Maybe 2k left. He gets it down onto Kryja. Getting another smack onto Frey, another onto Ro as well before he goes down. And, you know, they just send it straight in. It is what it is. They don't need anything too crazy. They lock in the damage and get the end cap.
Thanks, Bo.
Yes, they will. 55.6 is what will remain on them. And they do still have a chance to win the map. Maybe not the tournament match, but they could win the map. And shout out to J. Dot. Good to see you, my friend. Hope your holidays were great.
Hey!
Oh!
Ooh. Jockey carries him into the spin!
And Frey has to eat pills to be fast. The bonus drops down to 606. Kryja getting common locked.
Hey, watch out!
But right now it looks like a little bit of a separation from Ascendant says it all at this point. No.
Yeah.
A lot of these players know each other very well.
Ooh.
Charger will land, Spit will miss, Smoker will try. Hunter is entertaining the survivors at a level I can't fathom. Eventually finds Kryja as he was charging up his pounce.
Smoke ball!
Oh! Can they get it?
Dude, no way. That, nuh-uh. That actually worked! MK, that is unreal. Oh my god, the charge goes in with the triple. 2 smackdowns as
Oh, he
well.
fell.
Oh my, what happened?
Yeah, director said he shall live.
Yeah, right. The charge rumbling the walls does knock him free of that smoke spit, preventing the climb up.
Alright, they do get up the hole. Hunter comes back for a scratch. Kryja ain't having it. There's an XD out there. Jockey trying to get Rochelle. Can't find him. Or her, I guess. Actually, it's innuendo, so. And they should be able to get up. All the common are going to spawn. Actually, where are the common? There's no zombies now. Look at that.
It's Labor Day. Charge. Okay. I'll just take a moment on that hit. They've been putting in a ton of work onto Ascendant. They're going to take a moment's rest there. Hunter going in for a sneaky scratch. Not going to find it. Shout out to Lion with almost all of his team's bonus once again.
Lion knows how to hold on to that HP.
Definitely.
Puts himself in the proper positions to make value of his health. Separated Rochelle. Oh, they get Rochelle!
Ooh. Look at the smoke as well. Down goes Innuendo.
The jockey was hitting him with the jockey shuffle, which is just crouching and looking directly up in the air and walking around. Quite entertaining, I'll be honest with you, but safe room is in the glimpse for Ascendant, about to make another safe room. Uh-oh. Ellis having fun with this hunter.
We got a hunter.
He got him.
He still goes down in the death spit. Charge will miss on the front line. Not going to be able to take down Lion. He goes ahead. Innuendo looks over, shoots Krycha in the face with the shotgun. They will pick him back up.
Jumping Jesus, man, what are you doing?
Thanks, man. I owe you.
Oh!
Yeah.
Lion pin to the face.
Still not in the safe room yet. But Lions.
No.
Look at Lions' bonus still though, no.
Right.
Girl, you should
Hunter.
have stayed at home.
Really impressive from Lion. The hunter topping around.
Oh, they're trying to melee ski him.
I think I'm gonna die.
And that will be another map. They'll put up 4,754 points for 7 maps. One more to go now. Almost at the end.
And something crazy to me is just how many chapters Ascendant has made it into the safe room with. I mean, they have very consistently made it into the safe room, but you can see how much, like we were saying at the very early stages of this match, how much the bonus comes into play with Zone Mod, the HB, DB, just so much better preserved by Hokori, and it shows in the final scores. Will Hokori be able to get the over 9,000 dream? We are here at the quarter. Be a fun little mini game to play because this match is no longer mathematically possible. It will be Hokori versus Goat in the grand finale of the King's Infernus Cup. Ascendant going to be walking home with the bronze. We will still see how this plays out, though. Charger, Smoker, Jockey, Spit. Ready to go for Ascendant.
Reloading.
Quick ready-ups. Away they go. Nothing landing.
Reload. Heads up.
Brief smoke. 3%.
Have you lost your mind?
Alright, they're going to push up. About to take the drop. Grab their ammo. This is going to be an event after they take the drop through the alley. So they're going to have to go back and all, but it's going to be a difficult tank to take because you can't even get into the pool room without the tank being able to cut you off. So it's almost a guaranteed corner. Corey slows down outside for a bit. Choose to go back in. I was going to say I don't know why they were slowing down, but inside the pool hall. Maybe an attack at the top. And no, wow. They've only hit him once now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wanting to make sure.
Yeah, they are mega chilling. And I mean, it's just a 3+1 with Boom. This is a very solid choke point, don't get me wrong, but giving Hokori rule of the land for a good 40% of this chapter. Charge, just hop over right onto Rosehead immediately. Laser down with absolute perfect precision. Will be a double boom on the backline as well as the hunter. Be a jockey, smoker, charger, spit. And Krycha does say he wasted 2 hits by that. Okay, Krycha going to be the tank for Ascendant. And this is always an interesting song and dance here at the white band jump over. Jockey, Smoker, Charger, they do just immediately send it in. The charge will land. Smoker will as well. This is horrific for Hokori. Look at Grizz being carried away by the jockey. In the meantime, Nick is just trying to get the clears, but he can't get them. Finally, Ellis has been cleared. Car coming out. Not going to be able to get it. Grizz, in the meantime, goes down. A shining moment for Ascendant. It's a shame it came so late. 5k HP left for Krycha. Got all the time in the world with 2 SIs, or with 2 survivors left. Got the SIs coming up, ready to go. Hunter does send it pretty early, but there's the car, of course, finishing it off. We're gonna go ahead and grind him out from the looks of things. Yes, he will. 3,500 HP left, and it does look like Ascendant will secure the white. 9k dream, not gonna happen. 8k dream. Not going to happen. They will be stopped at 7,795.
Lion calls out, I wish I had support like that.
Right.
And that will be Hokori topping out for 8 chapters now, just shy of 8K, 7795, and that is nothing to squaff at. That is a very impressive or campaign score for 8 chapters of Left 4 Dead 2, and especially when one is only worth 300 distance.
Yeah, and I mean, they got wiped twice by the tanks. Still managing to give very impressive scoreline. We flip over to Ascendant. They just had a great tank, but again, just lacking those points. It is going to be the Jockey Charger Smoker Spitter for Hokori. Well, let's see. Will Ascendant stay locked in all the way through, or are they just going to start gunning it? Is my question.
I think they're gonna push it probably. Parish changes his name to Skyrise Venom. Old member of Skyrise. Bray's 2v2 partner. A little history.
Montag saying, I miss you, Venom, and Innuendo says, I don't, and then Venom says, I don't. Oh, man. All right, Ascendant was desperate to get this match started. They're taking their time here, though. That is a crazy gamer tag on Row. The charge comes in, immediately connecting with Venom. Jockey hopping around into the way. 5%er from Hokori. Oh, the spit, though. Going to separate Row. Alice takes some freestanding spit.
Into the alley. This is going to be... I'm not quite sure with the stack. 2-2? Yeah, it's going to be 2-2 with the Charger and the Hunter. Probably going to go quick here. Will we see a DP come out? Charger's in position for a strafe jump. He lands. Oh, he just misses, though. Gets melted. Hunter chose not to go. Reversed. Reverse rocket spawn with the Boomer. Able to get one proxy, and Hunter's going to wait for the alley, it would seem, and so is the Spitter Knock.
Okay, all right. We'll just let him through the pool hall. Got a big choke up ahead. Wonder if they just try to hold on to the spit. Could be very good on the run back. Also could want cappers, just 3 cappers for the run back as well.
No, Sexo.
What is going on? The delirium starting to reach Frey as he's now been awake for about 44 or 45 hours straight at this point. Still holding on to this hit. Eventually going to send it in. Hunter connecting. Same target as the Jockey. No spit. They hold on to that spit.
I think it's a wise decision. You can cause a lot of delay on top of this white van onto the survivors, but Ascendant up. For a minute, I didn't know if they were running back there now. Someone's staying up there a little forward.
There it is. Nick did get over. Gonna have a boom as well. Should be fine. Ooh! With the car? Oh my, oh my. Okay, and he is getting the corner onto Wealthy. Wealthy going down. Going for some hitables. Gets not the best lineup with the dumpster. Jockey up and over. Another dumpster. Row! Dump it to bed. And this should be the wipe. Zyko with 3k HP left. Running through the pool hall. Punish Smoker available for Hokori. They are going to run right up to this tank. Easy rock for that tank. Follow up smack onto Nick. The smoke will be good. Hunter. And they do call the GG with that. And that's going to be our match. It will be Hokori continuing on to the grand finale of the Kings of Infernus Cup. Going to be facing off against Goat and Ascendant. Bronze. What they're going to have to take this time around. Still solid, don't get me wrong. I mean, this was such an intense international competition at the KIC. So many top level teams here, and they got third. Definitely something to be proud of, but I know Ascendant wanted a little bit more, and this was a heartbreaking defeat here against Hokori.
Yeah, it definitely was. It's been their demise in a couple tournaments, unfortunately, for Ascendant, but Ascendant is no stranger to getting some victories in tournaments. They do have some wins under their belts, so they have won first place in some tournaments, a couple second places as well, and another third to add to their list. So good job for them for placing in the top 3. It's not an easy thing to do, proving that you're one of the top 3 teams in the entire world that play Left 4 Dead. It's still quite a statement, but that will be Team Hokori getting the victory over Ascendant, 7,795 to 5,073. GG.